by priming my eyes. I'm gonna be using the Plouis base, and this one's the Rumor 3 or the Beige Shade 3, and I'm just gonna pat that on my lid. Now, one of the few complaints I have about the Wahala palette is that there are no blacks or browns in here. So what we're gonna do is use the Zulu brown, which is one of my favorite brown eyeshadows. Now I'm gonna take that on a small blending brush, and as you can see, I always like to start with my outer V and just build quite some definition there, and then I work my way into my crease. Now, once I've built up quite the pigment, I'm gonna go in with a bigger blending brush and just blend out that area. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I blend into my inner corner here. Sometimes I forget and it just looks a little bit wonky, so I've tried to make it a point to remember. Now I'm gonna switch to a bigger blending brush, buffing brush, and I'm just gonna blend. Now with blending, we've lost a little bit of definition, so I'm gonna go back into the same Zulu palette and I'm just gonna reapply. Now I don't really want a super sharp cut crease, but I just want to brighten the area before I apply the mustard yellow, just so it pops a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is go in with my Plouis base, and this one's the white one. This one's Rumor 0. I'm gonna go into the Wahala palette, and now I'm gonna apply over Sabi. It's a really beautiful yellow. I am in love with this color. I have never used the mustard yellow on my lids before. Although I have issues with yellow, I always find that they're a little bit crusty, like they kind of fade here and there. But this yellow is so pigmented and so vibrant. Cut crease is a little bit wonky. It's not the straightest, but that's okay. I got a quick fix for it. This is a lazy girl's cut crease. I'm gonna go into the same brown from the Zulu palette, and I'm just using a sharp pointy brush. I'm gonna take that right into the crease. I'm just gonna define that area. Now I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush. I'm gonna take a little bit of the brown, and you guys know we always love a nice transition, so I'm just gonna take the Zulu brown just right into the yellow here. And lastly, I'm just gonna top it up again with the same mustard yellow, the Wasabi. So I've gone ahead and completed my face in terms of foundation, contour, and all that stuff. Now I'm gonna go in with a black liner pencil. I'm not gonna do much of a wing, just a really simple wing line. Now this one's my pretty side, so it looks really good. This one's like, ah. But we're gonna fix that with a little bit of concealer. Now if I go off and apply my lashes, I'm gonna go in with a tad bit of the Plouis base. I like to add a little bit of color to my under eyes. It just really, makes the look a lot more perfect in my opinion. So I'm just applying a tad bit of that base, and I'm just tapping that under my lid, my lower lid. I'm not gonna be using a lot of color today. I think I'm just gonna use the Juvias Place Brown. Okay, I think my waterline could use some color, so I'm gonna go in with the same black liner as well. Now for mascara, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I got my lashes on. I'm gonna move on to blush, and for blush, I'm gonna be using On Silence from the same Juvias Place palette. This is kind of like an orangey, coral orange. I think it'll be really pretty on the cheeks. Okay, now for lipstick, I'm gonna be using this pencil. This is from the Colorpop and Shayla collaboration. This is Speedup. I'm gonna be using this liquid lip gloss from Steve Laurent, and this one's called Posh. Now I really love the color of this lip gloss, but I find it's a little bit too orangey kinda for me. Although it looks really bomb today, I'm kind of tempted to just leave it as is. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do what I always do. Just go in with a tad bit of concealer. This one's from Juvias Place, and this one's shade 16. I got the wrong shade. Yeah, so now I just use it for my lips or whenever I need a lighter concealer. I'm gonna set my face with my Morphe Continuous Mist. For highlighter, I'm thinking of using this one from Juvia's Place. This is the Royalty one. This highlighter is banging. It is popping. So I'm just gonna apply that to my cheeks. I'm just gonna go in with my blending brush. I'm just gonna tap that on. Make sure everything is sitting nice and tight. I'm just going over with a little bit of face powder. I am using the Fit Me by Maybelline, the number 40. Okay, and I just realized my inner tear duct is empty. So I'm gonna go in with the same highlighter, same one from Juvia's Place. I'm just gonna apply that to my inner tear duct. And one other thing I like to do is go in with a tiny bit of highlighter just underneath my brow bone. Perfect. Okay, and I'll just go in with a blending brush again, just to make sure everything looks nice and blended and not divided. Just make sure they're all married together. So this is the first look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I really love this yellow combination, yellow and brown, just in the melanin skin. Ooh. It looks good. I love it. If you guys like this first look, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you'll be trying out this yellow. I know most people are scared of color, but you just need to embrace color. My job here is just to make you guys fall in love with color, and if you guys do, or if you guys try this tutorial, then I think my job here is done. I don't talk too much. Let's get into the second look real quick. For the second look, I'm gonna transform this one, which we had earlier on, to this beautiful glitter brown with a little bit of black. I don't know what to call it. It is essentially a smoky eye. This would be perfect for nighttime, but let's just get into it. Now, to create this look, I had to get a black, and I'm using the black from the Saharan palette. I think it has a name. So this one here, so Chad. I'm gonna use a small blending brush, and I'm gonna take that to my outer V area. Now, there's probably gonna be a little bit of fallout, so I'm just gonna put a cotton pad. Oops. Just gonna put a cotton pad right here. I'm gonna use a really sharp tip brush and taking some of that black as well into the crease. It's kind of hard to hold this pad here while doing this. Yeah, scratch that. I'm just gonna fix whatever fallout there is. Just gonna go in with the same blending brush and just blend that out. Now we're gonna go into the Zulu palette and take the same Zulu brown, which is my fave, and we're just gonna blend out the edges of the black. Now I'm gonna go in with Pepper Body, which is the glitter yellow that I have been dying to use. And now I'm gonna take that just with a really sharp flat brush. Glitter is great and all, but what I've noticed is if you apply a tiny bit of setting spray to your brush and just give it a pat, I don't know how to explain it, it just really blends in more and it doesn't seem as chunky. So that's just all I'm doing here, just patting it down. It just looks a little bit flat here towards the end. So what I did to this eye was go back into the same Zulu brown. I'm just gonna tap that onto the glitter. And I'm just kind of going in like a slant motion. Just pressing it downwards. Usually I'll go in this way to kind of create a transition, but it is glitter. It could get messy if you go in this way. You just gotta be gentle with it. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with a black liner. This one's from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna reline my eyes. Okay, and I'm just gonna make sure that liner is all nice and blended. I'm just gonna go back in with the black. I just really want that black just really saturated here towards the ends of the eye. When I wear glitters, I love a glossy lip. I don't know why. So I'm gonna apply a tiny bit of the MAC lip gloss. Okay, I think we got this look done. I was a little bit tempted to apply the PMS lipstick from Fenty Beauty. It's a rich dark brown. Yeah, I think it looked good, but I don't think it'd be everybody's cup of tea, especially with the gold, you know, heavily on the lids. I think we're just gonna leave it with a nude glossy lip. How about that? I think that's good. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed both looks, or you like both looks. If you don't, that's okay. I hope you at least like one of them. You guys let me know which one of the looks is your favorite in the comment section down below. I think for me, it's look 1. I really love glitter. I love glam, but the other one was so simple, kind of sunsetty. That one just gave me vibes. I just really love that one. This one I love. I would wear this out, you know, on a night out just to be extra. I still do not have much of a complaint. I am still in love with this palette, as much in love as I was the very first time I used it. Now, there are a couple colors that I have noticed do not really show up as transition colors. I've tried using On Silence a couple days ago as a transition, and it just kept fading and fading away. I don't know where it was going to, but it was just fading. It just didn't seem to be as pigmented, but it does look good as a blush. And I think if you just apply it to your lid and then use a different color or different colors as transition colors, then it should work. So I think On Silence, Busybody, and even Fire, I would say these colors are not necessarily transition colors. You maybe want to apply them to your lid and then use other colors as transition colors. This palette is not a palette you'd use on its own. That's one thing I've noticed. I did try to challenge myself to create 2 looks with this palette alone. I'm gonna leave the looks I created on the screen here and here. They weren't bad, but they're wearing the best. They didn't have the wow factor, in my opinion. I actually thought they looked good, but I was like, for YouTube, nah. I've seen a lot of complaints about some colors not being pigmented. I know there are some colors that are not as pigmented, like the On Silence. Pride 2 is not as pigmented, but I do see some of these colors looking real good on someone who has a lighter complexion, so I'm not really worried about it. Everybody has to win with this palette. I think the palette is still a win-win in my opinion, and one thing I really love in the palette is multi-use or multi-use. As a small YouTuber, as a small makeup artist, I don't have money to buy a whole lot of products. I just try to use the little I have as best as I can. And with a palette like this, I can definitely use some colors as highlighters, as I showed you guys in the first video. Some colors could be used as blushes, some you could put on your lids. There's just really so much you can do with this palette. If you just think out of the box and just think of it as an eyeshadow palette, you could create some really bomb ass looks. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we're almost at 1K. Thank you guys so much, and thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the fam. Thank you guys for subscribing, and to all my old subscribers, thank you for all your support and all your love. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Again, don't forget to let me know which of these looks was your favorite in the comment section. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give this video a like, because it helps the channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do, darling. You just gotta hit the subscribe button over there, okay? Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next one, because I am sweating. Okay, bye.